Have you ever wondered which bangboos actually matter and which ones you can just ignore? In this video I'll explain the purpose of bangboos in 4 minutes and make sure you know which ones to use. Before explaining, I made some tests and received the following feedback on Deadly Assault. As you can see, bangboos do influence your score, allowing you to get around 5k additional points depending on which one you choose, so this is something you should care about if you want to clear late game better. While there are a lot of bangboos, we will only be using these ones for this video, as they are either the best for their niche or just good. The ones in red need to meet their additional ability requirement, while the others don't need it and can be used just in. These are bangboos that can be played in any team. Snap is the best general bangboo as it gives you a 10% damage increase. You really can't go wrong with it, but there are certain scenarios where he is not the best. However, if you don't know what bangboo to play, just slap snap and you'll be fine. Donkey shot, not that one, gives attack percent buffs, so it's generally good for characters who scale with attack percent. Rocket Boo. This little guy has the best days and decibel generation outcome. His additional ability doesn't matter as it buffs the bank chain attack, and if you care about your score, you either skip or do a double chain attack. This being the reason why so many bangboos do not actually need to activate their action ability. Office and below carry event bangboos that are easy to activate the additional ability and deal pretty good damage. They aren't best in slot, but they can be used as long as you have the additional ability activated. And to finish off the generalist section, we have Devil Boo. Despite being an A rank, he attacks most times, making it easy to keep Kaboom the Canoon. As for specific bangboos, we'll start with Rupture as it has the fewest options. You either play Excalibur, which is another event bangboo, or Beeline if you have issue 1. For bangboos released after Season 2, you only need 3 copies to activate the additional ability with just one faction in it, making it so Beeline can be used for Rupture as long as your team has one of the Yungu Summit characters, which Panda and Fufu work well with Rupture, so you can use Beeline. If you don't have these options, you can either A. acquire Excalibur with the new currency also used for unlock potential, or B. use the Generalist Bangboos. For other factions, if you have 2 characters of Sons of Kaliden, Red Mokus deals insane damage. Robin is the best if you use either Vivian or Hugo on the team. As for Season 2 Bangboos, Mercury is the best character for all squad members. Burplik is the goat if you have Dial-In. He could also be okay with other Krampus Unix as long as you have a stunner on the team since he buffs EX special days and has the biggest days of the whole Bangboo. For elements we have very simple choices as these are mostly used for Anomaly. In mono ice teams you can use Shark Boo or Penguin Boo. Reports say that Shark Boo is a fraud and that you should use Penguin Boo. This is because he may trigger Shatter and ruin your Disorder/Anomaly procs, so if that's a problem for you, just stick to Penguin Boo. For physical Anomaly you can either use Revolver Boo or Lucky Boo, although for Lucky Boo you'll need at least 2 physical characters. For Electric you can either use Plug Boo or Agent Cleaver, however Agent Cleaver is usually a better option even without his additional ability. For either teams you should use Resona Boo as it deals more damage and Anomaly than Devil Boo by a large margin. Then we have some more faction bangboos that you probably won't use because even though these bangboos are really good, you will most likely not activate their additional abilities. That make them strong, so don't bother unless they add more characters for the corresponding faction. You could technically use Aemilion against physical weak enemies because he deals a lot of damage, but I personally would recommend Lucky Boo or Revolver Boo instead. Before finishing this list, I must mention Sprout. This is Ye Shunguang's bangboo and only activates if she's on the team. The numbers show he deals a lot of damage and is definitely her best in slot. Then to finish the list we have bangboos that give energy. These are usually not that useful and energy isn't something you ought to be ready to get, especially that with Rupture agents they can't get energy as far as I'm aware. Miss Sesame is also worse because she can give you a heal instead. I recommend new players will Snap, Rocket Boo and get an event bangboo if possible, as they are the most generous bangboos and can be used in pretty much any team. Afterwards, when you know what team you want to play, you'll choose a bangboo based on what was said in the video. So, if you were ever unsure which bangboo to use, now you know you only need a few core ones. If you want to go in depth you can check the Excel document in the description. There's also this video made by I Am Ravenous called Top 10 Bangboos, which is pretty good. If you liked this video, please subscribe and leave a like. Thank you for watching and have a good day.
This video was made